Iran has launched an attack on US-led forces in Iraq. Tehran fired more than a dozen ballistic missiles from Iranian territory against at least 2 Iraqi military bases, hosting American-led coalition personnel. The U.S. military said at least 2 Iraqi facilities were targeted at about 1:30 a.m. Iraq time. As the situation becomes increasingly complex, EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen spoke out on de-escalating the situation.
The current crisis deeply affects not only the region but all of us. And the use of weapons must stop now to give space to dialogue. We all are called upon to do everything possible to rekindle talks, and there cannot be enough of that. The European Union, in its own way, has a lot to offer. We have established and time-tested relations with many actors in the region and beyond to de-escalate the situation.
People gathered in Tehran's Engelab Square on the morning of January 8th to support Iran's missile attack on the Iraqi bases. The protesters waved Iraqi and Iranian flags and chanted, "Down with Israel, down with the USA." Locals are convinced that the missile attack was an appropriate response to the drone strike that killed General Qassem Soleimani.
Our officials are intelligent people. They clearly say that they do not want a war, especially our honorable leader. We are not in favor of war, but it does not mean that if you are slapped on the cheek, you turn your face and ask for another. The one that strikes must be struck back so that they can be put back in their place. This is my opinion.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu made a defensive statement that Israel would hit hard against anyone who attacked his country. He also praised U.S. President Donald Trump for the killing of Soleimani, calling it a bold move.
Qassem Soleimani was responsible for the death of countless innocent people. He destabilized many countries. For decades, he sowed fear and misery and anguish, and he was planning much worse. President Trump should be congratulated for acting swiftly, boldly, and resolutely against this terrorist in chief. It's very important to say, as I do now again, that Israel stands completely beside the United States.
Houses and shops were damaged following the strikes in the northern Iraqi town of Duhok. The situation intensifies further, and the world watches and hopes that a solution to de-escalation can be agreed on soon.